Let's take a look at the latest polling numbers from across the country and see which battleground states are tilting the scales. Let's start now. Georgia. In Georgia, Trump leads by just 1% with 49% to Harris's 48%. Another incredibly close race. Nevada. Harris holds a 2% lead in Nevada, with 49% to Trump's 46%. Vermont. Harris is dominating in Vermont with 70% of the vote, while Trump holds 29%, a 41% lead for Harris. Maine. In Maine, Harris is ahead with 54% compared to Trump's 41%, giving her a 13% lead. In Maine's 1st District, Harris. In Oregon, Harris leads with 49% compared to Trump's 44%, giving her a 5% advantage. Florida is a key state where Trump holds 49%, narrowly leading Harris, who has 45%. Trump has a slim 3% advantage here. California, Kamala Harris is comfortably leading in her home state of California with 59% of the vote, compared to Trump's 33%, giving her a 25% lead. West Virginia, Trump is far ahead in West Virginia, with 61% of the vote compared to Harris's 34%, giving him a 27% lead. North Carolina. In North Carolina, Trump is leading with 48.4%, while Harris trails closely with 48.2%. This state is a true toss-up, with Trump ahead by just 0.2%. Indiana. Trump holds a strong lead in Indiana, with 56% of the vote compared to Harris's 39%, giving him a 16% advantage. Arizona is a crucial battleground where Trump leads with 49% of the vote compared to Harris's 47%. It's a tight race with Trump holding a 2% lead. Wisconsin. Harris is slightly ahead in Wisconsin, holding 49% to Trump's 47%, giving her a 2% advantage. New York leans towards Harris, who has 54% compared to Trump's 41%, a 13% lead. Ohio. Trump leads in Ohio with 52%, while Harris has 43%, putting him ahead by 9%. In Minnesota, Harris leads with 49%, compared to Trump's 43%, giving her a 5% advantage. Nebraska District 2. Harris is ahead in Nebraska's 2nd District with 50%, while Trump is at 42%, giving Harris an 8% lead. Texas. Trump holds the lead in Texas with 50%, while Harris is at 44%, giving Trump a 5% edge. Maryland. Harris is ahead by a wide margin in Maryland with 61% of the vote, while Trump holds 33%, a 28% lead. In Delaware, Harris leads comfortably with 55%, while Trump has 36%, giving her an 18% lead. Massachusetts. Harris leads comfortably in Massachusetts with 62%. Compared to Trump's 33%, giving her a 29% lead. Montana. Trump is ahead in Montana with 57%, while Harris has 39%, giving Trump an 18% lead. New Mexico. Harris is ahead in New Mexico with 49% of the vote, compared to Trump's 41%. A 7% lead leads comfortably with 61%, compared to Trump's 34%, a 27% advantage. Virginia. Harris leads Virginia with 50% of the vote, compared to Trump's 42%, a 7% advantage. Rhode Island. Harris holds a 16% lead in Rhode Island with 57% of the vote, while Trump has 40%. Missouri. Trump leads in Missouri with 53%, while Harris is at 42%, an 11% lead for Maine District 2. Trump holds a narrow lead in Maine's 2nd District with 48%. While Harris has 47%, a slim 1% difference. New Hampshire. Harris is ahead in New Hampshire with 52%, compared to Trump's 43%, giving her a 9% lead. Iowa. Trump is ahead in Iowa with 47% of the vote, while Harris has 43%, a 4% lead for Trump. Alaska. Trump leads in Alaska with 47%, while Harris trails with 42%, giving him a 5% advantage. Arkansas with 55%, while Harris has 40%, giving Trump a 15% lead. Pennsylvania, a critical swing state, Harris holds a razor-thin lead of 0.1% with 47.9% to Trump's 47.8%. This one could go either way. Oklahoma. Trump leads comfortably in Oklahoma with 56%, compared to Harris's 40%, giving him a 16% lead. Utah. Trump has a commanding lead in Utah with 60%, compared to Harris's 28%, giving him a 32% advantage. As you can see, this election is incredibly close in many battleground states, while both candidates have solid lead. Nebraska. Trump holds a strong lead in Nebraska with 54% of the vote, while Harris has 37%, a 17% advantage for Trump. Washington. In Washington, Harris is leading with 53%, while Trump holds 32%, a 21% advantage for Harris.